Hello. So today is going to be another live solve, and the puzzle is Antiking Thermo Sudoku by Eric Fox. I'll just go over the rules real quick. And as always, if you want to try out the puzzle yourself, just look in the description right down there, and there'll be a link to this exact website where you can solve it. And Eric Fox is actually the man behind the F-Puzzles website. So not only is he a great website creator, but he's also a great Sudoku creator. Not to mention also an admin on the Cracking the Cryptic Discord archive, so big man on campus, right? Anyway, this is a puzzle that he recommended I try to solve, and I am grateful for his recommendations, so I am going to do just that. The rules are obviously normal Sudoku rules, but also anti-king. So anti-king means that if you place a digit somewhere, then that same digit can't be anywhere a knight's move apart. So obviously in the same box, that would always be true in Sudoku, and the same column and rows. So really it just applies to when it leaves the box. So you can see that 3 is not allowed diagonally here. And just one more example, I promise, like that, 3 would not be allowed. And the second restriction is these thermometers on the board. So they're called thermometers because there's sort of a bulb end and then the thermometer itself. And the rule behind thermometers is that they must strictly increase from the bulb end. So if this were, say, a 2, then we'd have to follow it on with a 3 or a 4, etc. So these long thermometers are very restrictive, whereas these little short ones are often not as restrictive, because we could even be 7, 8, 9. All right, so those are all the rules for this puzzle. Again, please feel free to try it in the link below, and I'm going to get started right now. So we were just looking at this one. This is an 8-long thermo, which means that we're going to have 1 through 9 missing one number, which is going to appear here. So the way that's good to designate that is just to put the candidates in for what this can be. And there's just 1 degree of freedom. So we've got that, and then this cell can be anything, but it's going to be whatever's missing from this one. This is another long one. This is 7 long. So I'm just going to start putting in, this is always how I start thermos, and I think I'm not alone there, where at least for the longer thermos, I like to put in the easy restrictions first. And if you're not sure how many numbers to put in, a nice trick that I would go with, say with this one, that's 4 long, you may not want to do the math in your head, or maybe there's an off by 1 error. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can do 9, 8, 7, 6, and then you just fill in the numbers in between. So this is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has a lot of, it may not even be worth filling until we are more restricted, but there's not a whole lot to go on in this puzzle also, so I feel that the anti-king is going to come into play pretty strongly with how these thermos are touching each other. So I want to make sure I understand what the restrictions are on these thermos. I'm not going to mark this one. So maybe what we can do is just say, this is 1 through 7, 2 through 8, 3 through 9. We just have to remember that that's how we decided to do that. This is another 4 one. Oops, typing the wrong numbers. 7, 6, 7, 2, 6, 3, 8, and 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9. Oh, that's all the thermos. Oh, what did I do here? I don't know what I did here, but it clearly wasn't correct. Okay, that's better. Just double checking I didn't make any other silly mistakes on these thermos. Okay, and I'm actually gonna uncolor this a little bit until we actually figure out a restriction. Okay, now we're actually ready to get started. So some obvious things to point out, just to stall for time while I figure out what's going on here. If this started with a 1, then this couldn't start with a 1. That's really not problematic at all, but it's interesting to point out. In general, Like if we did 1, 2, 3 here, then this would have to start at 4. So maybe that's what we need to look at, maybe with this longer one. Well, let's see. So this is either, these three are either 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4. Those are the only possibilities. So 1, 2, 3 means this starts at 4. 1, 3, 4 would allow this to start at 2. So whatever's missing from here, that's what this starts with. 2, 3, 4. This could start with 1, but it could also start with 5. It could be, or even 7. It could be 7, 8, 9, and then we don't even care. But I think maybe figuring out the minimums here. So the minimum still is 1, but it would follow on with like the other 3, whatever this starts with, the other 3 in the 1, 2, 3, 4 would be used up. So if this starts with 1 through 4, the rest of 1 through 4 is in these 3. I feel like that's getting somewhere, which means at minimum this is 5. And I'm gonna double check that because I think that's important. But if I wanted, say, this to be a 4, then this would have to be a 1, 2, or 3. And if this is a 1, 2, or 3, and this is a 1, 2, 3, or 4 between them, and they are all seeing this square through the king's move or through the, well, even just using king's move, they're all seeing this cell. So these can't exceed 5, which means that 1, 2, 3, 4 is represented within these, which means this can't even be 4, right? So the minimum this one is 5. So that's correct. So this is actually still 1 through 7, but this is 5 through 8 and 6 through 9. So what about this 5? So this is a 4 or a 5. So if it's, I guess if this were 1, 2, 3, and then this were 4, 5, this could still be 4. Oof, am I not getting more restricted here? Well, maybe that has something to do with this, because this is 5 through. So let me fill that out, because there's actually, oops, wrong mode. 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops. So we have 5 through 9 here. This is a quintuple of 5 through 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So that means that 5 through 9 can't appear here, which actually we are then restricted to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 here. So that does make this a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of neat. Okay. So what can we do with that? Thinking about it. So maybe this comes into play then, because we know these, well, these are in the same box as these. So maybe there's something there. Like, what can these cells be? Oof. And these see these. Maybe we can work backwards. So this one sees all 3 of these. So maybe that's a way to work backwards here. So this is 7, 8, or 9. And this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. So if, okay, yeah, that's easy. If this is 7, 8, 9, then this has no candidates. So that means this has to be 6. And that actually goes all the way back down. So maybe that was what I should have started with. But I think I learned a bit about how these work just by doing this, so I'm not too unhappy about that. So now this is 7, 8, 9 between them, and they all see this cell. So this has to be 6, which fills the rest of this thermo. I really hope I'm doing this right, because this is this is going pretty smoothly. So I can actually increase the minimums here. Oh, and this can't be 5, so this is 6 through 9. This can't be 6. Maybe I should mark these at some point. Okay, well, what's going on? I just filled a bunch of digits, so this is 4. I may have to update these to be real candidates soon, but I'm going to see what I can see before I do that. So this sees 3, 4, 5. So it's either 1, 2, or 6. Right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't exceed 6. All right. all three of these see 4, 5, 6 though, because of the box. So this has to be 1 or 2. And then, so the minimum here can't be 2. So this is either 3 or 7. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, right? So this has to be larger than 3, but it can't be 4, 5, or 6. So it's 7 or 8, which makes this an 8 or 9. We have an 8, 9 pair in the box. That makes this a 7. So that's not a 7. All right, this is good progress. What else are we seeing? Oh, 7 king move here. 8, 9. 9's in the box. That's an 8. Okay, these are definitely affecting other thermos, but I'm going to see what else gets resolved here first, if anything. Okay, that's an 8. Ooh. Uh-oh. Let me back up a little bit. That's a 7, 8, 9 triple. Okay, let's see if this can be salvaged. What happened there is I had 2 8s kings move apart, which is obviously not allowed. That 7, 8, 9 has to, these all see each other by kings move, so 7, 8, 9 has to be unique among these. So we were saying this is limited to 1, 2. So it normally would max out at 6, but it can't be a 3, 4, 5, or a 6 because it sees all of those. So this is a 1 or 2. That doesn't actually restrict this cell at all, but this was 3 through 7. And so if we fill those out, we can't be 4, 5, or 6, which makes it actually 3 or 7. And then this was 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. We can't be 4, 5, or 6 from the box. That makes the 7, 8s see each other as kings, which means that either this is 7 and this is 8, or this is 7 and this is 8. So where did I make my mistake? This 8, 9 pair forces this to be 7. So that would be 7, 8, 9. I'm doing the same thing again, 2 8s. So I made a mistake earlier. I apologize for that. That's what happens in live solve sometimes. I'm just going to undo all the way back to this logic again. I'm pretty sure this was sound. I hope it was. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 between these. The 4 could be here, so this could still be 4. So I looked at the end of the thermo here. So these are 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9 between them. And they all see this cell. So I don't see a reason this shouldn't be reduced to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just check. So if this were 7, that removes 7 from here and here. And then now we have 8, 9 for 3 cells. And in fact, filling an 8 here will put 9 in both of these. There's no way that's going to work. So 7, 8, 9 between these means this is a 6. I feel like I'm going down the exact same path, but I need to figure out what I missed. And then, okay, so 6 and 5 are removed from here. Oh, that's not how that works. Okay, so this can still be 1 through 4, but this can't be. Yeah, so 1 through 4 are used up here. What can these be? I'm going to double check this one again. If this were a 5, oh, well, it can't be 5 or 6 anymore, but if this were 7, 8, 9, would that cause problems? Yes, because that means this cell has no options anymore. So it can't be 7, 8, 9, and we can't include 6 or 5. So the best we can do is 4, 8, 9, which does seem doable. That would put a 7 here. So this can't be higher than 4. That's the conclusion. So that was correct to put 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So that makes these 1, 2, 3, 4 between them uniquely. Pretty sure. Yeah, these all see each other, and then they all three see this one. So what can this be? Can't be 5 or 6, so it can be 7, 8, and then this is 8, 9. So that's a 7, 8, 9 triple in our column. I'm trying to be careful because I made a mistake twice. So this could be 4, 1, 2, 3. So this could still be 4. Okay, is it possible for this to be 7? I don't think so. So if I did 7, 8, 9, all three of those see that cell. So I have to put a 6 here, and that does propagate all the way down. Because this can no longer be a 6, so it's 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. This 1, 2, 3 sees here, making this a 4. I hope this is different than what I did before. It doesn't feel like it. All right, this sees a 3, so it's 1 or 2. So this has to be at least 2. Maybe that's a mistake I made. Right, 2 or 7. I think I remember. Wait, 2, 3 or 7. No reason it can't be a 3. Which means this is 3, can't be 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8. Yes, I think I had screwed up this Thermo's possibilities earlier, so this is working better. And I think I probably proved that these have to be the low numbers, but I'm gonna do that in a more straightforward way, not by contradiction. So this cell sees all three of these. These two through the box and this one through the row. And we said these have to be uniquely 7, 8, and 9 between them. So this can't be 7, 8, or 9. So we're 4, 5, or 6, but it sees a 6 by king as well. So 4, 5. This being max 5 removes the 7s and 8s from this Thermo. So that makes this 3, 2, 1, as I suspected. This is 4 or 5. I don't think that can be resolved yet. And then we still have 7, 8, 9 between these, 7, 8, 9 between these. So these are 1, 2, 3. And this one sees 1 and 2, so that makes that a 3. Okay, this is working a lot better. I'm happy now. 1, 2 pair in the box. So 1, 2 is used up here and here. So 1 and 2 are somewhere up here, but this isn't 2, this isn't 1. Which means, okay, so let's look at these Thermos now. Maybe this one, because it seems pretty restricted. It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to be 5 or 6. So that actually does reduce this to 2 possibilities. 5, 6, 7, 8. Anything restricted here? No, but it might affect this one. So again, this can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's still a lot. Anything restricted there? Not that I'm seeing. But all three of these see each other, so we can't end with 8, 9. That's something to consider, which means, oh, yeah. Sorry, this is the start of the Thermo. What am I talking about? This can't start with 8, 9, but it never could. All right. So 5, that means that doesn't mean anything. Restricting this didn't do anything. Okay. 7, 8, 9. Maybe this Thermo. We haven't restricted this yet, so this has to at least be 1 more higher. This can't be 3, 4, or 5, so that starts with a 6, 7, 8, 9. These don't see anything by king yet, so I'm not too surprised it's not that restricted. Okay, what's the next step? This is 789. Whoop. 789 here. Okay. 4 in this box has to be here, which means 4 can't be here. Does that do anything? Five. Don't see. Don't see. Okay, well, this maybe this will help. This is 789. Oh, wrong mode again. So we're really restricting where 789s can go. Because I put 789 here and this column's already filled, that means 789 is here, which means this is 789. There's a lot of 789s in the grid. That's got to mean something. So where else? This is 89. Oh wow, I really hit a wall here, trying to break through it. Well, this can't start with 1 because of the row. Do I fill out the rest of these candidates? Doesn't seem like it would help too much. Okay, this is 4, 5, 6. This isn't 6. This isn't 4 or 5. Okay. So the reason this was 4, 5, 6 is because that's the rest of the column. We have 7, 8, 9 here. 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6 is left, and this can't be 4 or 5. So this is 6. That is a 4, 5 pair. And then this is 1, 2, 3. Like that. Because of these. Oh, 3 sees that one. So that resolves those. So I should be able to do something. Okay, well this can't be 2 anymore. That can't be 3, and that can't be 4. Slowly whittling down this thermo. What's going on in this box? Okay, well this row is 6, 7. Oh, this can't be 6 anymore. So we have the 7, 8, 9s here. Missing a 2, and the 2 can't be here. So this is a 2. This is another 7, 8, 9. Wow. I don't think I highlight the 7, 8, 9s, but boy, are there a lot of them. Something's going to disambiguate that at the end. I get that feeling. Don't need to worry about it quite yet, though. So what's remaining here? There's a lot, because this thermo's not that restricted. Well, this is 5, 7, or 8. 7, 8, 9. Four, 5, 6, 7. Oh, but 7, 8, 9's in the row, so that can't be 7. And then this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it can't be 6 because that can't be 7 anymore. So three candidates each. That's nice. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. We're close to having something going on here, but I don't. Basically, we have, what is it? 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 were left in this row, but wait, is that a quintuple? 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Just double checking. 5 digits, 5 cells. All these quintuples I'm finding, which means that really there's a hidden triple here. Well, wait, we have 2 in the. What am I doing? One, 2, 3. So There has to be a 1 down here somewhere. Yeah. My apologies. There's 1s here. So 1 can't be... What am I saying? So 1 and 2 aren't here, right? So this 1's here, 2's here. 3 can't be here or here. So 3 is in one of these two. Does that help? 4 is in... Okay. Maybe this isn't the right thing to look at. Seems like it's doing something. Where can 3's go? Oh, well, 3 has to go here. That's a good start. Three here. So, wait, why not here? No, that's just because I was misreading my pencil marks there. That's not so useful to mark. Okay. Yeah. This can't be 2 anymore, so actually 3 is limited to these 3. Oh. Does that do anything? Yes, it does. I didn't see this 2 seeing the 1-2 pair for a very long time. Okay, so can we finish 2s? We can get close, I think. Yeah, so we got this pattern of 2s remaining. So there's no more 2s on the board to place other than those. What about 1s? So now 1 is limited to one of these 3. Not this one. Remember the king's move? So we got this uninteresting pattern here. We got these 1s here. And we got 1s everywhere else. Okay, so these 2 see this 1. 2, 5, 6 triple. Okay, so guess what's left? That's right, 7, 8, 9. I'm just looking at what else I placed, so that can't be a 2. Not seeing, so 5, 6 pair, so that can't be 6. So we have 4, 7, 8, 9 down here, looks like. I'm not seeing any restrictions on that. We don't have a single 7, 8, or 9 placed yet, so can't really resolve those. We have a 7, 8, 9 in this row now, so we're down to 2, 4, 5, 6 in this. But oh, interesting. So where does 2 go? Why can't this be 2? Did I just not fill that properly? Ah, because of the 2, 5, 6. Okay, and then this is the only one that can be 2. So maybe I should have did redo here, but I remember what I did. So we have the 2 placed now. That places this 2. Oops, 2. And that does put 7, 8, 9 up here, and 4, 5, 6 here. Aren't seeing anything. We have the 4, 5, 6, the 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 is placed. 4's 1, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, what else? We have the 5, 6, so this is 4, 7, 8, 9. That was still correct. 7, 8, 9 in this column. With a 1, 2, 4, so we're 3, 5, 6. Triple. Could have figured that out from the box as well. This is 3 or 6, so nice. 5. No 5s here. 3, 6. Does that do anything? Well, it means we can't put 3 and 6 on this Thermo. Both 3 and 6 is what I mean, not 3 or 6. We have 7, 8, 9. So that's not 7. Whoops, wrong mode. It's not 7, 8. This isn't 7. This can't be 6. So that's 3, 4, 5. Can't be 4 from the row. 3 or 5. 3, 4 or 5. So close. This were 5, 6. That leaves a 7, 8, 9. And a 3 here, 6 here. That doesn't mean much. I almost filled all my candidates. I wonder if highlighting 7, 8, 9s at this point would do something for me. Highlight those blue. Just to call those out to see if I missed any place where they triple up. There's one here. So it should be 3 in every box, row, and column. So columns 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Here they're married with the 4s. That would be nice to disambiguate. This column I don't know much about for 7, 8, 9, but they can be practically anywhere. But this box, actually, 7 is limited to these 2. So if this were 6, I wouldn't have enough cells to place 7, 8s, and 9s. So that's a 7 and is blue. That forces 8 and 9 here. That's going to disambiguate a lot of stuff, I hope. Yeah, so this is 9. Hello, base. This is 9. We have a 7, 8 here. This knight does nothing for king's move. Oh, did that not do as much as I hoped? Well, these can't be 7s. Where could 7 go in this box? These 3? Come on. Oh, the 7 sees this by king's move. That puts the 7 here in this column. Oh, darn, that ran out of steam. I was hoping it would do more. Well, actually, this can't be 8 or 9. If this was blue, it would be 7. Making it 8, 9. Okay, I don't want to really do a chain if I don't have to. What other? Okay, so I looked at, okay, this column, where can 7s be? 7 can be here. Really no restrictions in this box. 7s, well, 7s can have to be in one of these 4. 8, 9s are limited to here. Well, this, yeah, okay, we already knew this can be 7, but I was going to point out these 3 7s prevent that from being 7. Which is true, but not useful. 3, 5, wait, 5s are here for the row. I guess we knew that from these 5s looking in as well. Okay, so this can't be 3, 6, which we already knew from this 3, 6. So it's either 3, 5 or 5, 6. And I'm not seeing a problem with either of those. Well, 5 and 6. I'm just looking at how a 5 here or 6 here does affect here. So 5 forces a 6 here, and then this would be 1, 4. 6, again, forces a 5 here, and this would be 1, 4 again. Is that true? Yeah, so 5 and these are different between 5 and 6, and they both see this cell. So this can't be 5 or 6. Not sure the 7, 8, 9s are going to do much for me, although I could try to figure out parity by coloring them all separately. And then see if that lines up with color. So I'm going to I'll use orange, green, and blue to represent what the different colors would be. So that would mean blue is 9. So if I can prove, so what I've done here is this is 7 or 8, and whichever 7 or 8 it is, it's going to be this orange color. So if it were a 7, that means 7's orange. If it's an 8, that means 8's orange, which means this is the other of the two, green. So if green is 7, then that's, if this is 7, green is 7. If this is 8, green is 8. And so orange and green are different. And so here, this is also a 7 or 8. So it's going to be one of these two, and it can't be this one. So it's orange. And so with the 9 in the same row, that makes 9 blue. So we don't know which is which here, but if we can prove it, then we'd be able to fill in what these are. So this green sees here. So this is either blue or orange. And this is either blue or green. I'm not sure this is going anywhere. May have spent a long time explaining a useless adventure, but maybe if I start coloring from somewhere else, I get more fruitful results. Maybe around here. So let's do the same concept, but elsewhere. I don't want to get confused with my colors here. So let's just pick blue, orange, green. So this has to be blue, and this has to be orange. So whichever one is here in this row would have to be the green, which means this is blue and orange. Yeah, they're not really expanding out of their little ion. Well, that means this one's green, yeah. But I'm not seeing how this. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. This is green. Oh, this sees two greens, so it can't be green. So it could be orange or blue, though. Darn. Well, this can't be blue, which means one of these is blue. That doesn't mean anything. Can I expand this out to anything? That could have been a useless adventure in coloring, but I had fun coloring. Coloring's always nice. Just one last look before I call that. Okay. I'm just really searching for something to do here. And it's probably a 7 like last time. I'm just not seeing that a 7 sees something. There's only one 7 in the grid right now, though, so it's unlikely. Maybe it's a different number that I am completely blind to. This can't be 1 because of this king's move. So that places a 1 here and a 1 here. And a 1 here. That is what I was looking for. All right. That's all the ones. Please tell me that gave me something. 4, 5, 6 in the column. So this can't be 4, 5, or 6. So that's 7 or 8. So this is 8 or 9. That makes a 7, 8, 9 here. This is 4 or 5. 7's limited here and here. So one of these two is 7. Okay, maybe looking at these 7, 8, 9s was a little premature, but now that I have those, does that do anything? Green, orange, blue, blue, orange, green, blue, oh, okay, so these are green or orange, but I'm not seeing. Okay, well, if these two are green, that means this can't be 9. And this can't be 7. This is a blue, which is a 7 or 8, so these two can't be 9. That makes a 7, 8 in this column, so that's 9. This can't be 9. 7 or 8. Oh, okay, so the blues and greens are 7, 8s. That C's here, so that means 9 is the orange one. Maybe this is doing something. Okay, so 9 C's up here. So this is a 9, and that's orange. This 9 is orange. Okay, this could be 9, but oh, 8 9's in the column. It means that I made that an 8, but I should have made it a 7. Oh no. 7s, what's with 7s? That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So this is an 8, 7, 8, 7. This isn't a 7. Or a 9, so that's an 8. Should I still color? Might as well, it helped me last time. So 8s are green, 7s are blue, orange, and don't know about these yet, don't think. 8 is green, 7 is blue, green. That's not an 8, so that's a 7. That doesn't do any forcing, unfortunately. But that does remove 7s as possibilities here, and we can't be 9. So this is a 4, 8 pair, so this can't be 4 or 8. Does that help? What can it be? So we can't be 1, 2, we can be 3, can't be 4, 5, 6, 7, not 7, not 8, it could be 9. And then I think I saw, yeah, this can't be 3 or 6 or 5, so this is 9. That's a naked single right there. This can't be 9 or 5's in one of these two, so that can't be 5. It's a 3 or a 6. That makes a pair in the row. Okay, let's keep going with the 8 9's. I'm pretty sure I can finish them at this point. I think so, at least. This can't be 9, so that's an 8. This map makes this a 9. It's orange. So do I have all the 9s? I'm missing 9 in this row. 9 can't be in this box or this box, so that makes this a 9. That's a 7. Okay, 3 in here, 3 in here, 3 in here, 3. Okay, 8 is one of these. Oh, this can't be 8 anymore, so that's 4 and 8. Color that green. Where does 7 go? In here, one of these two. Okay, that sees that, so this is 7. Now 3s are limited like that, which doesn't really seem to do much. Make that blue. Where does 8 go? Here, here. That's 8. And that should do it for 7, 8, 9s. Okay. Now, I think it'll be distracting to keep these colored, so I apologize if you liked the coloring, but I am going to remove it now. And this one. Okay. I feel like we've solved this puzzle, and it's just finishing it off at this point. So this has one value left, and is not 7. It is 4. In this column, we need, yeah, so we don't need 4, so that makes it 3, 5. So that's a 6. Can't put a 6 here anymore. Put a 6 here. So 5, 6. This is 4, 5, 6. What am I missing? It's probably a diagonal, because I haven't really looked at those in a bit. Yeah, so 4 has to be here in this box. 5, 4. This is solving, that's a good sign. 6 has to be here in this box, so this can't be 6 anymore. So that makes this a 6. Yeah, none of these thermos are useful anymore, so it should just be Sudoku or diagonals. What diagonal am I missing this time? Okay, carefully. There's a diagonal hiding somewhere that's disambiguating the rest of this entire puzzle. Elusive. I can't blame a 7 this time. Okay. Wow, what am I missing? Should I color the 4, 5s, and 6s? Well, we got 3s as well. That's going to be a little awkward. Where are 3s? 3s are this pattern still. 4s are like this. And that's it for 4s. Any diagonals looking in? Not that I see. What about 5s? 5s are everywhere. Like that. 6s. Wow. This feels a lot like a deadly pattern unless I'm missing a diagonal. I know it's not a deadly pattern, but still. Where is the disambiguation? I mean, at this point I'm tempted just to try one and see where I run into a problem, but I don't usually like to do that, but maybe I'll run into a problem quickly here. Ah, there it is. Okay. So I think I can boil that down to, if this were 6, then there's nowhere for a 6 in this. Yeah, okay. If this were 6, there's nowhere for a 6 in this row. That's easy to see. Okay, so that has to be 5. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of trial there just to spot that. Probably could have spotted it if I tried harder, but I got it done. All right, and this now has to be 6, 5, and 4. And that is Eric Fox's Antiking Thermo. There was a lot of interesting logic in there. The break-in, I I did screw it up a couple times because it was hard to remember the. I think it was this Thermo I screwed up and limited it too much too early. But I liked how the 789s kind of collapsed at the end, and I'm sure there was something I was missing with an elimination, and I didn't have to do the coloring. But maybe the coloring's a nice technique for others to. For you guys who are watching, if you do get stuck like that, and you sometimes just coloring stuff in will let you visualize better where candidates can be and can't be. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that puzzle. Early on, I thought it was going to be a quick solve, and it definitely wasn't. But I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I will be doing more live solves in the future. So if you want to see those, it's helpful to subscribe just so that you know when I've posted a video. And other than that, thanks for watching.